Hello, good evening, and welcome one and all to yet another fluffy video. And what's going on? People are losing their minds because Blizzard is delaying flying in Warlords of Draenor until the first major content patch. So the patch following the first tier of raiding, that is, until tier 2 comes out of Warlords of Draenor, flying mounts simply won't be a thing. No one will be using them. You won't simply be able to buy flying once you hit the level cap. And people are getting very annoyed, very upset, waving their arms in the air and saying loud and very silly things about it. There seems to be this feeling in a large part of the community that what Blizzard's doing is completely unreasonable, that they simply have no right to do this, to take away their shiny mounts, their hard-earned mounts. And this is simply not the case. Blizzard has every right to do such, because they own it all, okay? You don't own anything. No items in game belong to players. Read the terms of service, it's all there. And the reason it's there is really to allow Blizzard to do these sorts of things if they think it's necessary. Okay? They want to be able to change things if they need to. And obviously a lot of people are getting annoyed about this, but Blizzard obviously feels justified in risking that, because they've got a very good reason for wanting to turn off flying mounts. And that reason is to do with what they were talking about with questing and the world design in general for the zones in Warlords of Draenor. That is to say, they talked a lot about having the questing and layout of the zone follow more of a timeless isle format where exploring is rewarded. And exploring becomes incredibly trivial once you have flying mounts. So the rewards are obviously significant if they don't want you to simply fly to a place where there might be a reward, and they want you to earn that reward. Games only work from a design standpoint when there is an equal measure of effort and reward. Once they become trivial, they no longer become fun. Any game that you turn on God mode, which in a lot of ways the power of flying mounts comes close to emulating. It's amazing to me that they ever really even thought it would be a good idea to open that whole can of worms. And when that God mode comes on, the game just doesn't become fun. You suddenly get this sense of, hey, I can do everything here, so what's the point in even playing? At least that's my experience, and that's an experience that I know is shared by a lot of other serious gamers. If there's no challenge involved, then there's just no fucking reason in playing. Okay? So, that is the reason. And from that, it's easy to say that there's a good chance that the rewards that people are going to be getting access to through exploring the world are going to be valuable enough to be worth that removal of flight, okay? So they're probably going to be equal to at least entry-level raiding kit. And if people could just fly around and get access to this entry-level raiding kit, then the content's just going to get, the content's just going to get trivialized, and then there'll be no point. People will be whinging, saying that, oh, we've got nothing to do, everything's defeated again. I simply don't understand the mentality of a lot of World of Warcraft players. They seem absolutely intent, hell-bent on burning through the content as quickly as they possibly can as a matter of efficiency. What is the big hurry? The game isn't going anywhere. Why are you in such a hurry to level up or go about your adventures in the world? Now, personally, I think that Blizzard should turn off flying mounts completely because, again, they're just too powerful in a game that is supposed to be about a world. Worlds should be explored. Worlds should be dangerous to travel through. The minute you can hop over everything, they become trivial. The whole combat experience of the game becomes a menial chore that only low-level scrubs would even consider taking on. Why are you playing this game if killing stuff is such a bothersome chore to you. Simply why? I don't understand. Tell me. Leave us a comment. Tell me why you are playing this game if you don't want to actually play it. People seem to be also forgetting that there will be flight points. From a lot of the reaction, it almost seems as if people are presuming that they're going to have to walk everywhere across the entire world map from the capital city to get to something. Once upon a time, there were these things called flight points, and they were used to transport high-level players to areas of interest without having to travel across the entire world. These were used mostly in vanilla, when there simply was no flying. Flying's done a lot of harm to this game. It means that when developers work on areas and artwork and stuff, they have to take flying into account. They have to completely fill out the landscape from every possible angle. And that adds just more time, more work, and it just makes everything take longer. People are complaining that content doesn't come out quick enough. Well, without flying, content would last longer, first of all, so there'd be less of that also. And content could be developed quicker because it wouldn't have to be designed with flying in mind. So anyway, I've gone over the reason why Blizzard actually has to do this. We've left some links in the description below to blue posts that go into more detail about the reasons why they're doing this. They've clearly got a good reason for doing this. They're not stupid. They know that people are going to throw their toys out of the pram like spoiled children and get all up in the air about it. Blizzard generally doesn't want to have that happening, but they've got a very good reason for doing this. Again, it's to do with the rewards that are going to be dotted around the map that they mentioned several times at BlizzCon. So let us know what you think about this topic. Maybe you hate Blizzard for this and you're not going to play the game because of it, although that seems somewhat pathetic. Maybe you think flying mounts don't have a place in the game at all, as I don't. Let us know your thoughts. If you like this video, please hit the like button and don't forget to subscribe for more updates as we get more information about Warlords of Draenor coming up in the near future. Thanks again for watching, guys, and we will see you again next time. Bye.